my channel. So today I'm doing this full face NYX makeup look. I use the NYX Full Throttle Makeup Quad. I'm just in love with these eyes. They are just so beautiful. So if you want to see how I created this beautiful makeup look using NYX products, then keep watching. Okay guys, so first off I'm actually going to start with a primer, and since I do not have any NYX primers, I'm just going to prime my face with the Farsali Beauty Elixir. And I'm just applying just a little bit because I don't want my skin to be too oily or greasy looking. So next I'll be using my NYX HD Studio Photogenic foundation, and my shade is in California Tan, and I'm using my Marc Jacobs F2 face brush. Now this foundation is not so much of a full coverage foundation because I can still see my blemishes peeping through. So now that my foundation is finished, I'm going to color correct and conceal, and here I'm using the NYX Color Correcting and Concealer palette. So I'm using this salmon shade here to color correct my dark circles, and then I'll be applying the concealer to highlight. So for color correcting, I'm using my Sigma Precision Round P82 brush, and I'm going to apply this where I need to hide. Now this salmon shade is not too orange enough for my liking, so this is not going to hide too much of my dark circles. Then I'm also going to apply it to my blemishes. Okay, so I'm just going to use my beauty blender to slightly blend this out because I don't want to remove too much of it, since this is not really going to hide my dark circles that much. Okay, so next I'm going in with the concealer shade, and I'm using that as my main concealer. And I'm using another clean Precision Round P82 brush to basically stipple the concealer onto my dark circles. So now I am going to fill in my eyebrows, and for that I'm using this NYX lip pencil. Now it is a lip pencil. I do have a NYX Eye/Eyebrow pencil. This one is in the shade light brown, but this one I don't really like this one because it's a little bit too waxy feeling, and then it just leaves my eyebrows a little bit too stick down to my face. So for that I'm not using this one. I'm just using this NYX lip pencil, and this is in the shade dark brown. Yeah, so I'm just going to draw the line, and ever so lightly just fill it in with tiny strokes. And for a lip pencil, this actually looks perfect, and it works perfect with my skin tone. So now I'm going to clean up around the eyebrows using the same color correcting palette. So now that the eyebrows are all done, I'm just moving on to the eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply my shadow shields just to get me that nice wing. And then I'll be going in with my NYX Eye Shadow Base. And the brush I'm using is my Precision Tapered P86 by Sigma. So for the eyeshadow look, I'm using this palette. It's the Full Throttle palette, and this is in the shade color Riot. Now since I don't have a NYX transition shade color, I will be basically using all 4 of these colors, and I'll be using this as my transition shade. Now I know it's a little bit dark, but that's okay, it will work. And for the brush, I'm using this one. It's by Coastal Scents, and it's a wider fluffy brush. So now I'm going in with this sort of salmon orangey shade. I'm just using this brush by Urban Decay. It's an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to apply this to the eyelid area only. So now I'm going in with this sort of burgundy-ish color, and I'm going to apply that to my crease area. And I'm using this crease blender brush. So now I'm going to use this shade in the palette, and this is sort of a shimmery shade. There is some sort of gold flecks in there. And I'm just going to use this to apply just to the top portion of my eyelid, and then to highlight my eyebrows. And for this I'm using my Marc 242. Okay, so now I'm going to remove these, and I hate removing these because they tend to be stuck so much to my skin and I'm just pulling on it. Anywho, okay, so now that you can see how cut the eyeshadow is, and the eyeshadow is just looking so beautiful. Okay, so I'm not going to blend this out or soften it, I'm just leaving it just like that. I'm going now to set my whole face. So here I'm using the NYX Hydra Touch Powder Foundation. Okay, now I'm going in with my Sigma Large powder brush. So now I want to basically bronze my face. So since I don't own any bronzer from NYX, I'm using my Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sunbuds. So now I'm going to apply some blush, and this one I'm using is the Ombre blush, and I'm using the shade Nude to Me. Now with this blush there is a lot of shimmer, sort of like, you know, tiny little gold flecks. So with this blush you have to have a light hand. And I'm using this Duo Fiber Powder Blush. It's the F15 by Sigma. I prefer using this brush, this way I don't get too much of the blush onto the brush. So next I'm going to highlight, and I'm using the Strobe of Genius Illuminating palette, and I'm going to use this color on this side. And as usual, you apply the highlighter on the high points of your face, the bridge of your nose, the cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. So now that the face is finished, I'm just going back in to finish up the eyes. So here I'm using the NYX Felt Tip Liner, and honestly I'm not a fan of this liner because the brush tip is a little bit too thick, and I like, you know, thinner eyeliner. So I'm going to work with this and hope that it comes out good. Oh my gosh, guys. The eyeliner is actually dry. So next I'm going back into the NYX Full Throttle palette and I'm going to use this brown shade and I'm going to line my lower waterline. Okay, well, since I don't have a NYX black eye pencil, I'm using my Marc Jacobs eye pencil and I'm going to tightline and line my lower waterline. I'm just going to go back in with my pencil brush and the same brown shade and I'm going to blend these two together just to soften it up and make it look a lot more better. So next I'm going to apply some mascara, and since I don't have any NYX mascara, I'll just be using this one by CoverGirl, and I'm just going to apply it to my bottom lashes only. Okay, so the reason why it is I didn't apply any eyelashes to my upper lashes is because I want to apply some falsies, and this one I'm going to apply is by Velour lashes, and this is Complete Me, and the Complete Me ones look like this. So now that my eyelashes are on, I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. So I'm going to pick up some of this same highlighting shade, and here I'm just using this Coastal Scents brush, and I'm going to pop this on the inner corners of my eyes. So for the lips, I'm using this lip pencil and it's in the shade Natural. And I need to overdraw this side of my lip since my lips seem to be lopsided. Okay, and for the lips, I am not sure what I should use. I have all of these that I would like to use, but I'm not sure which one. I think I'm going to go with this one, Athens. I'm just going to top it with some lip gloss, and the one I'm using is in the shade Natural as well. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to set this, and the one I'm using is by NYX as well. It's the Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you really did enjoy this NYX makeup look. I tried to use everything NYX, but I didn't have a face primer and I didn't have a NYX mascara or an eye pencil. So that's okay. But everything else was NYX. So this is the final look, and I hope you did enjoy this beautiful makeup look. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, it's right there. And also don't forget to check out my Instagram and my Snapchat. I recently started snapping a little bit more. It takes some getting used to, if you know what I mean. So With that said, guys, I hope you did enjoy this look, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.